Alrighty, welcome back. It is Wednesday at about 12:20, 12:15, something like that, and it's a poll day. Now you might be wondering, Wednesday poll day? That should have been yesterday, and you're absolutely right. But on that Monday night push day, I got my COVID booster. So yesterday I was feeling like hot garbage. So I decided not to go. Take a little rest day, and that was the move. That was the move. But yeah, and you might be wondering why there's no video up for that push day, and I had one filmed, but I didn't have my little microphone on, so it's just a completely silent video. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to let that one go because can't get that back. But that's all right. What are you gonna do? Yeah. So the docket for today is a poll day. I got work this evening from 5 to 10. That's not too bad. Not too bad. School is still on strike, so even though it's a Wednesday, I still do not have any school. And yeah, I once I get back from the gym, I'm gonna bang out some yard work for my dad because I should have been doing that already during this whole strike time. But we're just gonna get that done. Last night, I went out with some buddies, went to the Cheesecake Factory, had a good time. First time I really had a sit down dinner in a long time, and it was fire. It was banger. And yeah, so that's that for today. I wanted to talking about looking at your own training from an outside perspective. You know, a lot of people they get to a point where they kind of plateau or they feel like they're not making any progress anymore, and then they sort of pull back a little bit, or they stop going as hard, or they let it affect the pump. And I'm here to tell you that that is fundamentally flawed. When that kind of starts happening, you got to look at your training from an external perspective. You got to look at it as if you were someone else looking at it and be like, okay, so what am I doing? What am I and like you got to really think about like what exactly am I actually doing? Am I just going through the motions? Am I doing the exact same thing every day or am I really pushing myself hard? Am I really going hard, getting at least a few sets to failure? For me at least, almost all of them to failure. But that's not for everyone, and I get that. But for me, I like to go to failure and then start repping out some partials, just so I can really burn out on every set and leave nothing left in the tank. Just crush it, and that's what works for me. And I know that's not going to work for everyone, but that's fine. Yeah. So if you're really thinking, "Wow, man, I'm just not getting anywhere," you got to take a step back, think about it, and then look at it from a new perspective, and that'll change your whole shebang on it, your whole view on it. It'll make a world of difference than if you just keep doing the same, just keep going through the motions, just like kind of lifeless. Well, and this also comes into a second thing, like when you're listening to music or going on your phone. I mean, that's great and all, but I feel like going on your phone in between sets can kind of throw off the focus a little bit. At least it does for me. So I try to really stay off my phone, and that's why like I won't really listen to music. I'll listen to like some form of long form content, like a podcast or a video or something like that, because it's one continuous sort of flow of consistent like media, I guess, or content or kind of vibe instead of like having like okay, I got a pop song and then a heavy metal song, or a pop song and then a rap song. And people have their own workout playlists where they have like one set of genre of music, but for me that kind of gets boring. So I'll listen to like a video essay or like a podcast and just like click it on and then kind of get in the zone. And it's less about actually listening to what they're saying, but it's just having like okay, while I'm resting, I'll listen to this and then I'll get back into the zone, do my reps, go really hard, and then I'll you know chill for a second. But it's different for cardio. When I'm doing cardio on the bike, it's different because you know, I'm just sitting on the bike for about 30 minutes. I'm just bringing on my phone, playing Clash Royale, basically. And people ask and I'm not like going really hard. I'm just going steady for 30 minutes, basically until this thing says I burned about 300 calories. And you know, I'm not like trying to win Tour de France here, but Tour de France. But I mean, people are like, how do you keep going for that long? It's ridiculous. I mean, basically, when I lose a match in a Clash Royale and they just start spamming that laughing emo, that gets me hyped up enough. To be honest, that makes me so mad. But that's just me. Man, they got a lot of road work going on here. They could work on fixing their pump instead. I can tell these guys got an issue with that. Really trying to affect the pump with all this wasted time on the road work and traffic and everything. That's just me. That's just me. But alrighty, I'll see you guys tomorrow for legs, and we're trying to get this split back on course. We're getting a little strain, a little away from it, losing the pump a little bit, but we're gonna get back on track. Alrighty, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.